exercises, games, and activities is what you can expect from PE at home, and it starts right now. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of PE at Home. I'm your host, Coach Lockridge, and today we're going to rethink our drink with this latest Chef Bites original recipe. And don't forget, go to chefsa.org for all their great recipes. So today we're going to do a Cucumber Mint Infusion drink, and it's a great option for someone who wants flavors in their water. Okay, so you can see your ingredients there. 1 English cucumber, thinly sliced, and we'll talk about why that is in a little bit. A small bunch of mint, and 8 cups of water. Okay, and then there is your directions, and then your nutritional facts. And also don't forget again to go back to chefsa.org for all their great recipes. As we start getting out of quarantine, they'll eventually open up classes that you could go check out around San Antonio and do family-style cooking lessons. It's a lot of fun. It's something like what we're doing at Elm Creek. There's some dates, but of course, because we're in quarantine, those aren't available right now. Okay, and here's your ingredients live. You need 1 English cucumber, a small bunch of mint, a knife, a cutting board, a wooden spoon, a bowl, because we're going to muddle the mint and the cucumber together, and of course your pitcher. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to move this mint out of the way so I have some room to cut my cucumber, and I'm also going to start filling up the water into our pitcher. So, first thing you're going to do, cut those ends off, and remember you want small slices on this, okay? Check on our water, still needs a little bit more. Water needs a little bit longer. Here's our water. Put it out of the way for right now. Finish up this cucumber. Yeah, that's water, isn't it? We're gonna make a nice drink for us, Grayson. Yeah, it's gonna be refreshing. All of these things are gonna make for a real refreshing drink. Remember, when you're cutting, use that claw technique that we've talked about before. Also, it's really important that you wash your vegetables too. Okay, so we did all that off camera before we started the video. Of course, make sure your hands are washed for food and safety reasons. Just a little bit more. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put everything into our bowl. Just like that. Move that knife out of the way. And now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of water to that so we could start muddling our cucumbers and our mint. And some of these are not as thin as I like it, but what we're doing here is we're getting all the flavors out of our mint and out of our cucumbers, all the juice, nice juices that come with it, and that's what's going to help flavor our water. So make sure you get that, mix it around a little bit so that everything gets around. And if you were to do this right about now, you'd be able to smell the mint coming out of it, the cucumber. Keep muddling just a little bit, breaking it up a little bit, smushing it, getting everything out. And I think that's going to be about good for us right here. Okay. So that's what we have. You kind of see the juices floating in there. It's going to make for a really good mix. And the water is going to help balance all that out. So now, let's pour it in to our pitcher. Just like that. Oops, losing some of my water there. It's okay. Filled it up just a little too much. That'll be good. Clean that up. If you can look in there, some of the juices in there, and that's what, again, that's what's going to flavor our water. I'm going to taste it just a little bit. Yeah, that's really refreshing. So now what we're going to want to do is to kind of push this down in there. You can see it's already kind of reached the bottom. But we're going to put that in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit for about 2 hours in our refrigerator to let it cool. This is going to give it a chance to let all of the flavors from the mint infuse into the water. And in about 2 hours, we're going to have a nice cold drink. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours now. As you can see, our drink is ready, and I already prepared a glass for myself. I'm going to take this wooden spoon here, and I just want to show you. Look at all that. Within the 2 hours, it's given the water enough time to really soak into our mint and our cucumber. You can see that. And it's going to add all the flavor that we would want to our drink. And this is great for summertime, especially as it starts getting hotter. You're gonna want a nice refreshing drink. You don't want to be drinking lots of sodas or lots of Gatorade or things like that, unless maybe you were doing sports, playing sports. Then yeah, maybe you'd want to drink a little bit of Gatorade. But for the most part, you're going to want water. The water is what's going to refresh your body. It's what's going to prepare you to get rehydrated. And this is a great example of a drink that you could have during those hot summer days, playing outside, sitting outside. And one last time, there's our drink. Looks really good. Put some ice in it. You get some of the seeds from the cucumber floating in it. And I'm ready to take my first drink. Yeah, that's really good. Not too minty. The cucumber really helps out. It's really cold with the extra ice you put in it. Thank you for joining us on this episode of PE at Home Chef Bites Edition, and we'll see you next time.